Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I want to show what I've built here. Thank you, Cave. So I can't remember what exactly has happened since I last recorded, but I have managed to get white and black chocobos. I've only gotten one black one so far, but I got a lot of white ones, so I saddled one up and took it with me. They're pretty nice because they supposedly can swim fast. That doesn't look very fast, like the blue ones. They have the, they can climb 2-block high cliffs, like the green ones, and they're faster. They still take fall damage, though. So I want to get a golden one eventually. So this little house here, this is a design that I use a lot, and this is just a temporary location. I don't even know if I'm going to be sticking to this area or not. I have done a lot of adjustments to the world configs. I want this to be a pretty fun mod pack whenever I release it. So I've done a lot of tweaking with the fun ores, especially the meat and mob ores, which were way too rare before. I guess because this is a more heavily modded environment, the values that worked in 1.8 do not work very well in 1.7, so I had to make these a lot less rare. Also, I've added a little feature to the mod. If you press shift, it'll tell you what can drop when you mine the ores. And this, of course, includes all the items that are added in through the config. So normally they wouldn't drop pet essence, but they do now because I've added that into the config. And it's kind of unfortunate that rabbit ore shows up. I removed all the default drops from rabbit ore since they don't exist in 1.7, and I forgot at the time. I coded it so that if there are no drops listed, it puts in a poisonous potato drop. Oh, and if you're wondering about the different colors, that indicates roughly how rare the items are. So the white ones are common. The yellow ones are uncommon, blue is rare, and purple is, I think, what they call epic in the code. So if you look at Enderman ore, normally it just has the 2 Ender Shard drops, and yes, there are supposed to be 2 different entries of Ender Shards. The first one's 100% drop, the second one's like a 40% chance, or maybe even less than that. I've also added in for this mod pack a very low chance of getting an Ender Pearl, the pet essence of course, an Enderman head from Ender.io, I think, and very rarely you may also get an Ender Girl card from Grimoire of Gaia, and extremely rarely you might get an Ender Lily seed. It's like, if you have Fortune 3, I think it's about a 1% chance, probably less. I can't remember what I put in exactly. But I've just added in a variety of drops from other mods, whatever makes sense for the ore in question. And speaking of Grimoire of Gaia, I did not remove it, but I decreased the spawn rate of most of the mobs by about 5 to 10 times what they normally are. And I've seen almost no Grimoire Gaia mobs, far less than I was expecting. I expected to see a few, but not really seeing any. I don't really have any major complaints about that. I'm sure they're there somewhere. Oh, I did have to remove more backpacks. It was causing internal server errors and occasional crashes. I guess because the mod is so badly out of date. Its last released file was back in November. Alright, so I'm still kind of getting set up here, and I had these machines moved around, but I had to restore from a backup. So I've got a Stirling generator here. It's got the new Chaos Coal in it. Have I mentioned this? I can't remember. It is just coal or charcoal surrounding a piece of Chaos Essence that gives you 8 of them, and they have 4 times the burn time of regular coal, so 4 times the energy. So let's see, I think I want to put some flux ducts around here, just to fill this up. Might as well see if there's anything else I can do. Oh, you can now pulverize chaos ore and gem ores. So that's a nice little bonus now. Took me long enough to figure out how to do that. So I was kind of disappointed. You cannot put micro blocks on these ducts, which is really disappointing. I suppose there's probably a reason for it. But still, very unfortunate. I still prefer the Ender IO conduits, but I wanted to try to do something a little different this time. Oh, I also added starting inventory for whenever I release the mod pack. It's going to give you some, like a little bit of food. It gives some sugar cookies. It gives this bronze sword, which it is damaged when it gives it to you, just like this. I haven't used this. And gives you a couple other things. Copper pickaxe. I have used this one a little bit. But it's just a couple things to get you kick-started. In case you don't want to punch trees or anything like that. Oh, yes, I did also add armor textures for gems, although they need a little bit of tweaking. Some of them don't look quite right. Like Morganite especially. I guess because armor has such a dark outline around it, it just didn't come out very good. And like the ruby looks more orange to me. And of course these are all in a random order because they were added after the world was created. Oh hey, there's a Grimoire guy, Centaur. So we do know that they still spawn. Don't know what they do. Okay, so I would actually kind of like to rearrange this setup just a little bit. It's kind of unfortunate that it's a blood moon, but you just have to live with it, I guess. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and make a Crescent Hammer. Why did it give me Forestry 10? That is so weird. It was giving me Thermal Foundation 10 earlier. Or at least I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. Huh. I don't know. So let's see. These forestry ingots. Come on. Where are the other copper ingots? I know they're in here. So let's see. Forestry copper ingots. What kind of recipe does that have? Sawmill nuggets, any nuggets, a block, the ore and pyrotheum, smelting pulverized copper. Huh. I would like it if I could get this set up so that it only smelts the stuff into one ingot. But yeah, look, it's showing both forestry and thermal foundation. I guess I could probably just use Mind Tweaker to remove the forestry recipes. Should be easy enough to do. Okay. One bad thing about this Stirling generator is that it does actually keep burning whatever piece of fuel it has, even when it doesn't need to produce any more energy. I kind of thought it didn't do that, but I guess it does. Need to learn to use that quick hotbar a bit better. There we go. So you can smelt that gold. Actually, I need a few pieces of that to make some electrum. I wish I could sleep through the night here. Okay, so how do I make item ducts? Duct is hard to say. Okay, and I'll output everything to a copper chest for now, since I'm a little bit shorter on some resources. And pretty much just the same way that it was done at the spawn base. So let's see, I don't want to input anything into there. Okay, these should have their backs set to output. Yep. And I also wanted a sawmill. I had made a sawmill, but I had to restore from a backup. I think I said that already. Where is it? Oh, it's one word. Okay, can I craft it? I think I can. There we go. Sawmill basic. And more energy conduits, please. Or flux ducts. Still can't get used to saying that. It's so weird. Oh. And might as well give it something to do. There we go. Don't want you connecting to the furnace, thank you. There we go. Nice little basic machine setup. I want to focus more on magic mods if possible, but I do want to get the most out of my resources as soon as I can. Oh, you need to be configured correctly. Just like that. Alright, I think I'm going to cut the episode kind of short here. I just haven't been having a very good day. So, next time, might do some more Botania, maybe Thaumcraft. I don't know, couldn't hurt to get started with Thaumcraft. I did do a lot of mining off camera, and I'm processing a bunch of stuff right now, and I've got a lot of stuff mined up, ready to be processed in some way or another. So as always, if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to do that if you want to. And I will see you guys in the next episode.